you begin graphing objects, let's take a look at the coordinate plane and geometric shapes. The coordinate plane is a two-dimensional space formed by a horizontal number line called the x-axis and a vertical number line called the y-axis. The x-axis extends from negative infinity on the left to positive infinity on the right. The y-axis extends from negative infinity on the bottom to positive infinity on the top. The point at which both axes intersect is called the origin. The x and y axes divide the coordinate plane into four parts called quadrants. These quadrants are commonly represented using Roman numerals. Starting in the upper right corner, they are quadrants 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's take a closer look at these quadrants. Any point in quadrant 1 will have positive numbers for the x and y coordinates. For any point in quadrant 2, the x-coordinate will be negative, but the y-coordinate will be positive. In quadrant 3, both the x and y coordinates will be negative. And lastly, in quadrant 4, the x-coordinate will be positive, but the y-coordinate will be negative. The coordinate plane is used to plot ordered pairs or points and graph lines to see what they look like. An ordered pair is two numbers that define the location of a point on the plane. The first number in the ordered pair is the x-coordinate. It tells us how far to count on the x-axis and in which direction, left or right. The second number in the ordered pair is the y-coordinate. It tells us how far to count on the y-axis and in which direction, either up or down. Let's plot point A that represents the ordered pair 3, 2. The x-coordinate is positive 3, which tells us to count 3 units to the right of the origin. The y-coordinate is positive 2, which tells us to count 2 units up. You mark point A where x equals 3 and y equals 2. What do you think that the ordered pair would be for the origin? That's right, 0, 0. If you connect 2 points, you create a line segment. Consider points C and D. The line between C and D is a line segment. The points that define the segment are called its endpoints. A line segment is referred to by its endpoints. So the line segment between points C and D is called line segment CD or line segment DC. The order doesn't really matter. Unlike a line where both ends continue forever, a line segment has a finite length. That means it stops at a point on both ends. Polygons are shapes that consist of 3 or more sides. The sides of the shape are line segments, and their endpoints are the vertices of the shape. You can refer to the shapes by their vertices. For example, a rectangle could be ABCD, triangle PQR, and pentagon JKLMN. In this activity, you'll practice plotting points, drawing lines, and creating two-dimensional shapes using a coordinate plane.